views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff and management of WWDB-TV.
Whether she's walking the red carpet or doing interviews, you'll find her with celebrities and all the latest news. She's here, she's there, she's everywhere, she's always on the go. So sit back, relax, and get ready, 'cause it's the Corey Taylor Talks Show.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Corey Taylor Talks, live from Las Vegas. I am so excited about my guests today because this is an exclusive, actually. This is the very first time that I have two amazing Goddards with me in studio. We have Michael and Maddi Goddard.
Hi.
So hi, guys.
Thank you for having us.
We're really excited.
I finally found Maddi. She was missing for a little while, and I had her on the milk carton. Somebody saw her, called the number. I'm like, "Where's my dog?" "Oh, we have her. She's right here." So it's all good. So something funny I got to tell you, just right off the bat. So sometimes artists are like musicians, where they'll have like a stage name or something else going on. So I told Maddi, I said, you're gonna sign. How are you gonna sign your paintings? You're gonna sign it Maddi. You're gonna sign it this, that, whatever. And she's gonna sign it
G2.
G2.
Oh, it's like
Goddard
the G2. It's
That's
like the
perfect.
2.0 of Goddard. Out with the old, in with the new.
Oh, snap.
Just kidding, Dad.
But what's funny is that I told her, because at first she's like, man, every time I paint, I'm like, people are going to compare me to you. And then I go, listen, you need to just embrace it, because that way you can kind of ride on my coattails, and then you could take over the world.
That's right.
I
got big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
No, I think it's amazing that you guys are both so talented. I mean, for both of you to be really amazing artists, and I think this little thing right here, which we're going to pull out, will prove. First of all, what an honor. But I think that just shows like what a wonderful and talented family you are. I mean, that's really so
Thanks.
cool.
Yeah, she's pretty talented. I'm pretty lucky. It's funny because it seems like almost everyone has somebody in their family that draws. And of course, Maddi's always been interested in painting and art, and always really good at it, but not like that was her thing, because she really didn't fall in love with it yet. And every father's dream is to pass on your skills or your talent or whatever. And so she's done lots of different things, sings, and everything she puts her mind to, she's brilliant at. And so but when this year, or actually no, it's 2 years ago, she started working with me, which is a blessing and a nightmare.
Oh, God.
But no, she's loved art for a long time. In fact, I was talking to her mother this morning, Sherry, and I said, she was all excited about coming here and all that. And I just said, yeah, Maddi's excited. I'm excited too. And I said, she goes, you know that painting that she did a long time ago? She goes, you thought it was one of your paintings, and she was only in like junior high. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I remembered. Check this out.
Oh, he got it. I did that.
There's her
in
painting.
Junior high or high
Wait,
school.
you did
that?
Yeah.
I did that as a Christmas present for my dad.
I'm like, are you
my
kidding me?
gosh.
Yeah.
And the problem is, she can sign her name Godard. I can't sue her. She can paint all the olives she wants.
And we have the same initials, M and G.
Oh,
so
my
it
God.
came away
So
from it.
yeah, so I didn't tell her I was bringing that, but
I
yeah.
can't believe that is.
I know.
It's identical.
Yeah,
Right?
here's the thing. I've always loved art my whole life, but I was always like a rebel. I was like, I'm going to do my own thing,
Yeah.
own thing. And I worked for CPS. I was a special needs teacher.
That's amazing.
And that kind of came into how I did, the ticket art for the Raiders. So that was pretty cool. And
That's for sale. No, it's
that's amazing.
Thank
Oh my
you.
God,
Yeah.
junior high?
Yeah.
I know. I know, scary. So I don't know. So it's a lot of fun. I know I give her a hard time, at work and stuff. But it's like myself. I didn't start out, I think, painting very well at all. And it takes a lot of practice. And the more you do it, the more you enjoy it, because you start to feel like you and that's what happened. I think she like fell in love with it. Now I say, so what do you do for a living? I'm an artist. I go, oh, I like
right.
it.
Full-time
That's
artist.
great.
There we go.
Yes. No, and the world needs more because art is first of all, and I think that is so cool that you're not just art, but you do so many different forms of art too. Like he said, singing and everything as well. But I think that it's such a needed thing, and especially right now with this
It
whole
is.
craziness going on, we need to focus on the beautiful things in life.
Yeah, and
It's
the
awesome.
art is not something anyone needs, and it puts a smile on your face.
Yeah.
And so that that's a really cool. I wish the world did need it more because then I'd be a lot busier. But it's funny, you never know which way life is gonna steer you this way or that. When my story was that because I asked my mom, I said, "Who else draws the family?" She goes, "Nobody." But my mom was pregnant with me, and when she was going to college, she was taking an art class. She says I was listening really close. Going,
That's exactly how it went.
I don't know. So, but you gotta just put it out there and just try a little bit of everything. But I'm really excited because again, if I could choose anything, for the things that I would want, the thing that's most important in my life besides my family is my art, and to be able to share that with my daughter to see if she enjoys
Absolutely.
it's pretty cool.
It's
Yeah.
a really great thing.
We bond. First it's art, and then second is killing zombies on Call of Duty.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Keeps me up late.
Well, if this world goes the way it is, I might
We're just
come
in
in
practice
here.
mode right
We are
now.
ready
We're
for the
just waiting.
apocalypse.
That's
We're
right.
ready.
I'm gonna go to your house, okay?
Yeah, there's
Oh, yeah.
well, figured out.
Well, now I want to talk about this because this is so cool. What an honor. And I mean, it's just so cool. I have to bring it out. So this is the Raiders inaugural season tickets, which is very cool in itself. But what I want to focus on is the best part of the box, the tickets itself. And
Yeah.
and if you look, well, we'll go in order because so if you start with
Ooh,
Wow.
yes.
Game 3.
Michael
Goddard
Goddard, yeah.
himself.
number 3, see game 3, Michael Goddard. I mean, I'm so excited.
That's crazy.
That is so cool. That really, really is cool. How did you even get to do this?
Well, the Raiders contacted me about doing their tickets, and originally they said because they were fans. So Mark Davis is like, "I want you to do all the tickets." I'm like, "Cool, man! I get to do all the tickets, woohoo!" And then later on, he said, "You know what? I have a new vision now. What I'd really like to do is focus on the community and local artists, and I'd like you to go out with a pool of talent that's out there, see what you can find, and pull some artwork together for this." So I said, "Oh gosh, that's going to be fun." So I personally interviewed tons and tons of artists. Maddi wanted to contribute, but I was like, we got a problem there because you're my daughter, and then it's going to be like showing favoritism.
Right.
So went back and forth, and basically I sat down with Mark Davis and Rebecca and Cammie, who are their graphics and senior graphics person, and we started looking at the different paintings. And Maddi had done one. I said, "I'll give you a shot at this," and so I didn't say anything. And so Mark Davis says to me, "Oh, I like this one," right? He's picking out the ones that he likes. He says, "I like this one right here." And I said, "Well, I got something to tell you." I said, "That's actually my daughter." He goes, "Oh, you're kidding. We've got to use it then." I'm like, "Seriously? Like, it's okay?" But the thing about it was he liked it before
Right.
I said anything. I didn't say, "Oh, by the way," And so Maddi did a really cool ticket. You got to tell everybody what it's about.
Yes, I want to pull it out because no offense, Michael. I think this is my favorite one. I think no, it's so unique and it's really awesome. It's so
Yeah.
sweet and I think it's inspiring. So
Yeah.
I really
Thank
like it
you.
a lot. So yes, number 10.
Yes,
Number
game
10.
10, last game, which I think is pretty
Yes,
cool.
heck
You
yeah.
know, we didn't really know the order of the games, like which ticket was going to be where until like the day we found out, pretty much. So I was like, yeah, last ticket going out with a bang. This
Heck
is
yeah.
awesome.
The
Yeah,
best
so
for last, right?
yeah, so basically. Before I became an artist, well, I've always been like an artist. Art has been my life forever. I
Yeah.
played piano, sang for 15 years, did art always, but rebel kid, I wanted to do something different. So I actually went to school at UNLV and graduated and got my degree in social
That's the
work.
key word, graduated. Hang on, that's the
Graduated,
key word,
everybody. That's a
graduated.
big deal. So I did social work, and I worked for CPS for about 3 or 4 years.
Wow.
Was a special needs teacher before that.
Wow.
And when I saw all the other submissions, everybody did like amazing stuff of like the stadium and whatever. And I think for me, like my history with working with kids, which has always been my, number one passion, I kind of just wanted to talk about how, like, the kids in the community, no matter what your life circumstances are, like, you can grow up and be something great. And sometimes something like art or football are like the saving grace in your life.
That
That's
sounds
all
like
you have, And so I just wanted to inspire, and pretty much it's just him looking up at the glass, and that's an apparition of him as himself, one day wanting to be a Raider. So that was kind of my little story with that.
I love it. I know. I think it's so cool. And I mean, I got it right away, exactly what you're trying to say. And I really think that's amazing. And
Thank
I
you.
think it's the
Thank
perfect way to round it off. And really, I really think it's awesome.
Yeah, and I think, everyone sees something different when they look at a picture, but sometimes, we paint to tell a story, right? And we don't always know what the story is that the artist had in mind, so some of it's a lot of interpretation, but there's a definite message there. I got the same thing. I looked at it and I go, oh, I totally get it. Like that is him one day. This is about people's dreams and about those, kind of things. So there's a lot of great artists, Alex and Diane Ziska, Pete Castro, Johnny Grez, so all these artists. So this is a 6-month process. Once they picked it out, then we have to wait. And we had artists in the wings who the owner of the Raiders also liked, and but it's exciting because 65,000 is how many tickets for a game. Also with that ticket art, there's going to be 65,000 posters made of each one of those that are given away. The Raiders are given away,
Yes.
and then it's also going to be on the cover of all the programs. So it's really exciting. So we kind of went into this thing too because everything has been like Fight Club. First rule of Fight Club: there is no Fight Club. And so Mark Davis wanted to keep everything really hush-hush, doesn't want the city to know, didn't want the NFL to know, didn't want any of the other stadiums to know what we're doing, and about how this big focus on the local community, and to be a big surprise. So everyone's been waiting, and no one's really heard anything about the tickets. I had a friend who sent a video of the box. I'm all, oh my gosh, like those are the tickets, they're here.
We didn't even know they were going out yet, which
Wow.
is really, that's
How
how
funny.
hush-hush they were even
And when
with
did you get
everybody.
yours?
This morning.
What a story.
Yeah, I'll tell later. I'm
Yeah.
so happy. It worked out perfectly, though, because now we could do the unboxing here. So it worked out the whole
It
mess.
did. So I was so excited. So I called each one of the artists one by one. And so first one, of course, I call is Maddi. And so I
gosh,
made
here
sure
we
I
go.
did FaceTime, right? So I'm
Okay.
seeing her. Now,
He's king of screenshots, by the way.
so I'm screenshot the whole time. She's crying her eyes. Oh, I'm so happy. Screenshot. And then as soon as I hang up, I'm sending it to all my friends, all her friends. And she's like, oh my God, Dad, I'm going to kill you. But the funny thing was, all the artists were so passionate and so excited, and really put
absolutely.
so much into it. And every one of the artists started crying on the phone. I talked to them. I said, I sent one to Johnny Grez, and who's a friend of hers. And Johnny looks at it, he goes, yeah, I saw Maddi crying. Is she everything okay? You go, yeah, she just saw her ticket. And so, and then I talked to Pete Castro. Pete Castro says, man, I'm crying right now. Oh my gosh, how can I thank you? But it just became a reality
Yeah.
when you see the ticket.
Yeah.
That's when it all of a sudden,
Absolutely.
it got real. So
And then,
Really
it's
exciting.
exciting.
Talk
it
about
comes
it,
in everyone's, y'all like the Raiders, obviously. If you don't, I don't think you should
Woo,
be owning
Raider
a
Nation,
season
baby.
ticket. And so, I mean, it's really such a special thing. And even though everything happened the way it did, this is something special that you can hold on to forever.
First
And you
season,
guys are
right?
part of that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
I know,
really
inauguration. That's like
Yeah.
really crazy to like.
Well, and the competition. I mean, one of the things that they told me is we don't want to open it up to the whole country. You could imagine if everyone had the opportunity to create some artwork, it would be overwhelming. 10,000. Right now you can go onto Raiders.com and you could submit artwork. If you enjoy the Raiders and want to make something. And that was super, super exciting. And so now that it's out, we're allowed to talk about it. So this is the first time we've talked about it, but it's something that will be part of Raiders history now. And yeah, I'll be your agent if you could put that thing on eBay. We're gonna make some money.
Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, you guys should sign it, and we can really
Right?
get some money off
That's
of
right.
it.
Oh,
That's what I do.
Thinking ahead.
Like he blows in a tissue and I take it and I'm like, hey
Whatever.
guys, this is the Michael Goddard tissue.
Goddard,
He
yeah.
sneezed in this thing.
right.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right,
you
let's
know.
stop with the Goddard snot. Rewind. But no, it really is exciting, and for all the artists, because it's. I was telling someone the other day, when you do something like this, you don't get projects like this every day. This is like a once in a lifetime, sort of deal, and it's like doing an album cover. You want to put your very best efforts. You want to go back and go, oh wait, one foot is a lot. Wait, is that a left foot or a right foot? What's going on? So it's very, very, very exciting. Nice to see it in person.
Yeah,
I know, it's amazing.
so
I was
cool.
like, wow, like all these people get to see it.
start
I'm
It's
so
seeing it.
excited
beautiful.
to
It's
see
absolutely
it.
beautiful. I mean, what a way to kick it off. I think when everyone got this, they were like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
They really just blew everybody out of the water, I
Yes.
think. Just, they're an incredible team.
And it was a surprise, like you said. I mean, you guys were obviously
Yeah.
surprised. Everyone was surprised. We were just like, "Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it's here!"
It's going to be a lot of fun. The
Yeah.
stadium's the biggest, baddest ever. Also, you'll
Yeah.
be able to, when you visit the stadium, you'll be able to see the original painting. So each artist that did a piece for the ticket art, Raiders actually bought the piece, and it's going to be hung in there permanently. So
How cool!
Yeah.
So so it's a
Yeah.
permanent.
It's a
Oh
legacy.
wow!
It's really
I should put my
I'm just
mask
really
back on
grateful,
and sneak in there.
Just that, like, these artists have gotten this opportunity. It's like so big, and I don't know. I love it.
It's
So
fun. It
excited.
just doesn't happen
Raider
every day, and
That's
it's, Raider Nation. It's a lot of fun. So yeah.
Well, I really respect them too for, like you said, bringing the community and making the community
Yeah.
involved.
And I think that's
mean,
something that
yeah.
like is really important to Mark Davis, which is
Yeah.
really admirable, and I think it's something that Vegas can be proud of. We've had a
Absolutely.
lot of really big things happen with like the Golden Knights and Raiders, and we're getting all this really cool stuff that Vegas has never had or seen. So
Yeah.
I think people are just really excited to be a Las
Now they're going to
Vegas.
see G2. G2.
You should sign a G1 and she should be G2.
Yeah,
Now you
there
gotta
you go.
let go of
Perfect.
Michael.
Oh, I got to
Goddard.
change my signature now
You gotta
too.
change
Oh
it
my
now.
gosh.
I mean, technically, I was thinking maybe I should change my signature and sign it exactly the way he does Goddard, and then just put a little 2 under there.
There you go.
You know what? Let's
You
just
know the
back up.
difference.
You know what's so funny, Corey, is that when Maddi was younger, and her mom and her, they used to give me a hard time for having tattoos, and they're like, "Dad, you can't come to my school. You're gonna have to cover your tattoos."
Went
And
to a really nice little Christian school. and
Right.
I was very good.
whatever. Anyway,
Just saying.
so I'm,
Devil in disguise.
it was always like, Dad, can you please cover up your tattoos? Can you cover up your tattoos? I'm like, yeah. And her and her mom both be, I will never get a tattoo. I will never get a tattoo. How many tattoos do you have, Maddie?
A lot.
Yeah.
My
many to
sleeve,
count.
my other one, the one on my chest. I have one on my leg, one on my neck. I got.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's ongoing. So
I don't know what happened
I'm
to
just
Hannah.
waiting to, release it to my dad. Maybe a hand tattoo, neck tattoo, one of these days.
Oh.
We'll
Yes.
see.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm into
That'd be
it.
awesome.
It's so funny, and now he gives me a hard time about tattoos. I go,
Right.
you know what?
The
Let's bring
tables
up old
turn.
memories. Yeah.
Wow, I'm
Exactly.
totally
Let's talk
outnumbered
about
here. I'm outnumbered. What am I going to
Yeah,
do?
like
I'm
usual,
the right,
outnumbered.
But all those things. It's funny. A lot of times you'll do something, and you'll go, oh my gosh, like my mom does that. Like, you do the same thing,
Right.
the little gestures or whatever. And we were talking last night, night before we were playing zombies. She goes, you know what, Dad? No, she didn't even say Dad. She goes, you know what, dude?
Yeah.
And so we're talking. She goes, you know what?
Sent.
It's so funny. It's like when you're talking on the headphones, I feel like I'm talking to myself. I'm going, oh my gosh, I created
Oh,
a
yeah.
monster.
Well, my mom
A
and my
monster.
stepmom, they both, every time I'm spending time with either of them, they're always like, God, you look just like your dad right now, or you're doing that thing just like your dad. I'm just
That's
really
good. I'm
lucky.
happy, Dad.
I have such great parents.
Yeah.
I'm really lucky. I feel like every opportunity that I've gotten is because, they've been really supportive. I got my mom, my stepdad, my dad, my stepmom,
Yeah.
It's been really awesome.
Yeah. So far so good. Unfortunately I couldn't stop her from dating. That happens, and
got an awesome boyfriend,
But
too,
it,
so
That's good.
oh yeah, what's his name, Maddie?
Gear.
And he's an artist too. So
Yeah.
go figure.
Yeah,
But don't
surrounded
they,
by artists.
don't they say that a lot of times daughters will meet somebody who's like their dad
all
or
the time.
something like
Oh, you
that?
always
gosh.
say.
And then the two of them will be hanging out, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're like they're just like each other. Artists, they both, dress very fancy. And,
This is not fancy. Today I am
this is
good.
a one day out of.
Hang on.
One
I just
day.
oh wait, I'm
I
trying
like
to fix
it.
my hair just for the show.
No, but
I
it's,
like
it's awesome.
I'm taking you with me and you with me.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
No, but I really, your whole family, you're all really, really good people, and that is such a rare thing, and especially
you.
for everyone in the family. I mean, you're so positive and support. And I didn't even know about your past with CPS and special needs. I mean, that's really amazing. I mean, your whole family has such good hearts. You always do so much for the community. I mean, that's really a special thing.
That's awesome. That's nice.
You're gonna cry
Aw.
again.
Yeah, please
Crying
don't
all
cry.
week.
Oh my gosh, so we come here today. I said, oh my gosh, I forgot my mask. Manny says, you could use mine. So I'm like, all of a sudden I pull the mask out. It's filled with makeup. I'm like, I don't know.
It's a struggle. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Hey, you don't even know. It's hot out there. It's all melting off,
Exactly.
My whole 30 pounds goes to 25 pounds of makeup, and I'm just like, really? Half of it just came off in here.
Yeah, so, but one of the things that we're trying to do, or that we've been working on, is Maddie's been getting like a portfolio together. And so for me, the exciting thing is there are some ways that I can help her in an industry that I'm, been part of for 20 years. And so it's not just about maybe her, doing what I do, because, I want her to be happy, do whatever she wants to do, as long as it's what I say. And, but what happens is there's a lot of artists that approach me and say, hey, Godard, how can I get my stuff out there? I love to draw, and it's nice to be able to help other artists out. And these days, a lot of times, even in the music industry, your in is not going through the old ways where you submit tapes and all that, because nobody listens to it.
Right.
You know what does work? Saying, hey, Ozzy, would you like to hear my friend's band? You know what I mean?
Right.
Here's that way. So that's going to be nice. So right now, most of my business on the cruise ships, it'll come back.
Yes.
And
Hopefully
we've been
better
kinda,
than ever.
right? Yeah. No, I think
Everyone's
it will
gonna
be.
be like dying to get out. I feel like.
I think
and go
once
do
this
stuff,
is gone, which I hope is any day now, I think everything will be back and better than
Yeah.
ever. It's going to take a minute, obviously, but I think it's going to be crazy.
And it'll be
Everyone's
different.
like, oh my God, just get
but
me out of my house.
I will say that it has allowed a lot of people to like slow down and force
Yes.
yourself to slow down and really like work on yourself and spend time with family.
Absolutely.
I've spent a lot of time with my dad. We spend as much time as we can together, but when he's traveling, it's really hard.
Of course, of
so it's been
course.
really nice. Like we've just been being able to hang out, and being able to hang out and stuff. And I feel like a
Yeah.
lot of people probably feel that way. And just I know it's
Absolutely.
really bad for some people, but it's awesome to be able to maybe spend time with your kids that you didn't get to, or all sorts of stuff.
Or, get on your wife's nerves if you happen to have a wife. But, that's true, too. With traveling so much, is the cruise ships take us everywhere. And we're literally home, maybe a week out of the month. So now I'm at home and I have more time to create as well. And more time for chocolate and, important things like that.
The
And
most
you know what?
important stuff in the world.
We moved in last May into the house we're in right now, and we've never really had a chance to enjoy the yard or the pool. I mean, just normal things we could not do because we're so busy traveling. So I am hoping next, and our goal, at least my goal for my daughter, let me just
here we
make this
go,
public,
my goal.
is to have her be the ability to share her artwork on the cruise ships like I do.
Yeah.
And because I've got a great in with them, and of course gallery. She's been around her whole life, so I think she is going to, like, I'm here, she's going to be like,
way high.
yeah, and then she can start supporting me.
That's right. That's right.
That's his end goal. I think really like
Oh,
all
yeah.
of this underlying, intention is
One
just to
day-
be like, when do I get to retire, Maddie? Hurry up already.
That's right.
Jeez.
That's right. One day you'll be changing my diapers. Think about that.
Yeah, I'm really
Well,
excited.
maybe
I'm
not.
really looking forward to it.
You're
Yeah.
so funny. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
but so that's going to be really fun. I'm hoping. So right now she's
Yeah.
met a couple of them, and of course now everyone working remotely, everything's been different. So she's gotten to meet a lot of people she wouldn't have that would only
Yeah.
be in person. But now they're doing things in Florida. Every Thursday right now, what I do is the cruise ships are, so they're not doing the cruises. We do a live auction on
Oh,
every
okay.
Thursday. So I'll talk about my art for a few minutes and do that. So hoping that she follows so that we can afford season tickets.
Oh, wow. See, he's all
Oh,
about the gifts. He's
Yeah,
ready.
so Rose, section 400.
I like your makeup, by the way.
Thank you.
I like
I've
you're
been
all
staring
color
at it.
coordinated.
I'm like, oh,
No, but
so
Thank
pretty.
you.
I don't know anything about makeup, but yesterday she was talking to my wife, and my wife says, "Maddie, I love that color of lipstick." I've never really paid to me. Okay, red lipstick. Okay, that's what. But I'm noticing like there's all different shades,
Oh,
and there's
yeah.
different,
Well, that's funny because you know what? He says he
shimmers
doesn't know
and-
anything about makeup, but he used to wear all that guy liner. But he wants to try to forget.
Whatever,
pretend,
man.
He wants to pretend like we didn't just.
I'm sorry, we have a bad connection.
Yeah.
It's not,
pretend
the internet's
like
not
we didn't.
It's all
working.
gonna be gone. It's gonna be
Yeah, when I first moved out here from California like 5 years ago, we he'd just borrow my eyeliner, and he's like, "I'm out, man.
Whatever.
You gotta give me some."
Who taught you how to do your makeup?
Myself actually.
Really?
I mean you too.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
Yeah,
but-
me too.
Oh, YouTube, is that what you said?
Yeah,
Yeah.
YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's so amazing what you can do now, like online,
yeah.
to learn anything.
Absolutely, and I never really was a fan of it, but it's kind. I'm not, and once again, I am
She's
not
going on the
comparing
record right
myself
now.
to an artist at all, at all.
But
It
it's
kind
art.
of is like a little bit, and it's fun. It's a fun thing to do every
Yeah.
day. It
Yeah.
makes me happy, So
Yeah, I saw a video yesterday. I guess there's actually YouTube videos where you can do makeup like a certain person
Right.
or whatever. So I'm thinking either Kris Kardashian or is that her name? Kris?
Which one?
Yeah.
The mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mom. Or I was thinking Angelina Jolie because I did a double take yesterday. I was like, was that Brad Pitt or was that? You know what? I'm gonna look up that YouTube video that shows me how to transform into Angelina Jolie,
There you
who is one of
go.
my favorite actresses for some reason. I have no idea. And I'm probably the only man that feels that way in the entire planet.
Yeah, you're.
oh yeah.
But no, I did see some where they do like Kardashian makeup. Oh, you
Yeah.
can do all
Oh,
Oh,
it's
kinds of
it's
stuff.
amazing. Like you
Amazing.
can actually like
Yeah.
transfer. I know this girl. I watch her on YouTube sometimes. She does like. She changes her entire face to different
Yeah.
celebrities, like just by using makeup, and it's
It's
like
crazy,
amazing
yeah.
what you
Ooh.
can do.
Really?
Yeah,
Could be a
you
different
could be
person?
the Brad Pitt you've always wanted to be.
Well, yeah. No one ever mistakes me for Brad Pitt or anyone
Oh,
else.
just
It's
Brett
always-
Michael. It's no big deal.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Nikki Sixx, you know.
But,
Yeah.
Maddie has two little sisters, Catalina and Max, and also a brother, Tyler, who just had a birthday. Happy birthday, Tyler. And, but the little ones, they like to put on makeup and do their own too.
Right.
But listen, let me just tell you, they're not that good at it yet. But I remember when Maddie was little, same thing. She wanted to put on makeup, and we let her go. And oh my gosh, how do I look? Oh, you are so pretty. Take a picture. Where's the camera?
I know.
No, your makeup's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I'm
Thank
not
you.
that good at it at
No,
all.
you really are.
No,
I was
I
just
like
staring
the
at your
colors.
face. I got
Thank
lost in
you.
your eyes. I was like, wow, it's really cute makeup.
Way
over there.
to kiss up. I gotcha.
Well, I just speak. The
No, that's all. I've always been kind of fascinated by that. And two, it's funny. So, Leanne will tell me, we need to leave at this time right here, whatever. And of course, I'm 5 minutes. I'm ready. And I got to put my makeup on. And it's a process, right? Like it's an hour or two. And then she says, well, no wonder you take 5 minutes. Like, you know what? You got something hanging over here, and you got something on your shirt. And so thank God that most of the stuff that I do, if I'm out in the public, she will like straighten me up, whatever. And when we first met, of course, you've known me with my long hair too, so we
Yes.
go way back. And we'd been together, I don't know, maybe 6 months, going on all these shows. And she goes, yeah, by the way, who is doing your hair? And I go, oh, I've been doing it myself. She goes, the back of it's really messed up. You need me more than you know.
That's how
Oh.
it goes. Men just don't know that yet. They need us.
That's it.
And the other thing that happened, Corey, is I thought when Leanne and I first got together, I want to go impress her, right? Like, hey, I do these big art shows. There's all these people outside. So we get there, there's nobody there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, my career has ended. And then the gallery owner would come up to me, and I'd say, where is everybody? They go, Godard, you're normally an hour late. No one's even going to show up for another hour. My wife makes sure I'm on time.
That's great.
So this morning, I got an alarm, and of course, I had this alarm going off, and I'm like, Maddie, let's play some zombies before we go. No, Dad, I got to put makeup on. Well, come on, you got half an hour. No, it does not
You
take a
keep
half
me
an
up
hour.
late already with playing zombies.
Right.
That's what you do. Just,
Do you play any video games?
Not really.
You're not really a gamer?
I did a little bit, and then I just kind of, I don't know, my life's a nightmare, so I don't have time for it. But my friends, they love it, and I always
Yeah.
used to play with them, but
Yeah.
not great.
You know what? We still have.
Well, you have to come over and play with us. Then.
Yeah, and I bought some of the old games
Just to
that
get
we
me back
had.
into it.
Yeah, I bought Rock'em Sock'em Robots, and I
Oh.
bought some
Oh,
really
those
fun
are great,
Twister, and we have Monopoly, but her sisters use it. They take all the money out, like I used to do when I was a kid, and we play shoe store, right?
Yes.
So they literally will go into Leanne's closet, wipe out all the shoes, and get all the Monopoly money out, and
Oh yeah.
I gotta say something funny. So about, I don't know, 2 months ago, they're at the house, and their upstairs has been a disaster, just a complete disaster. And I'm thinking, how do I motivate them? And, my wife's like, you really can contribute and kind of get them motivated yourself, too. Don't have to do everything. And I'm like, yeah, okay, all right, fine. So I tell the girls, I had a brilliant plan, and it worked like a charm. I said, if you guys clean your room, as soon as you're done, I will take you to Chuck E. Cheese. Done. 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
That's how it
Completely
works.
done. So I went and got Leanne, and I said, you're going to be so stoked. I said, the girls cleaned their room up. She goes, well, that was kind of fast. I go, really? What do you mean? Come look at it. So I bring her in the room. Beds are made. And all of a sudden, she lifts up the bedspread. Everything underneath both the beds. Every toy, all the clothes, Shopkins. I mean, it just, and I was like, oh, I remember doing that. Did you do that? Did you ever hide?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I was a master at hiding stuff.
That's
Absolutely
what we
have
do.
to.
Of course.
Yeah,
And then
oh.
you gotta know the way to Dad's heart too. That's the best thing.
That's right. That's right.
Whatever.
It still works to this day. I try really hard, and sometimes I've tried harder than normal because I'm older now. But it
Well, at
works
least you don't build
sometimes.
forts anymore. Now they're into building forts. Did you ever do that as a kid? Where you take the pillows and everything,
Oh
the
my
blankets.
God. I haven't
yeah.
done that forever. I love that.
We got to build a fort
Let's
sometime.
build a fort.
I know, right?
But we just stayed. We took a little vacation down in California, and again, everything's out, and they're going through their tunnels and all that. And of course, you can tell when they're getting tired because they get whiny and gripey, and just like me. But but it's fun. Yeah, and all kids are the same, and we think we're so. They think they're sneaky, but we did all that stuff.
Right.
We did all that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
True.
There's probably still some new tricks that I don't know. The latest one Maddi gave me was there's certain words I can't say because I'm too old to say them, and I don't know whether it's get your life or that's so swaggy. I don't even know.
Oh my gosh, it's
What?
so cringy. Listening
Cringy.
to you try to do this right now.
Yeah, that's so gray or whatever.
Oh my God, very cringy.
Whatever. I'm just saying that there's words, and she goes, it just
You're
sounds.
such a cool dad.
Well, I'm
yeah.
trying. I'm getting out the Urban Dictionary on my phone, trying to figure out new
You
words.
know what's so funny? That's a question I always get. Like people, anytime I go to his art shows or anything, the first thing they ask me is like, what is it like having Michael Godard as a dad? And I'm like, I don't know. He's the same amount of annoying as all the other dads.
Thanks.
No,
Truth comes out.
but I'm really lucky because he's fun
yeah.
and silly like this all the time.
Yeah, all the time. I don't know, but yeah, but we have a good time. But what's funny, and I think you know this already, but my life is surrounded by girls, because I've got Maddi and I've got Leanne, I've got her sister, even the dog. I got my mom staying there with us.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's just surrounded by women, and in my family, even
You're
all my
lucky.
cousins are girls as well. So I don't know any different. I wouldn't know what to do with the boy. Although when Leanne and I got married, I was super excited because now I finally get to have a son.
Yes.
Let's talk about guns and man stuff. Let's talk about hair on our chest. But really, honestly, to raise a child, a boy child, would scare me to death. I only know girls.
Oh yeah,
I'm
for
happy
Christmas
with that.
this year I got him a shirt that said it was the thing after like Kobe Bryant passed away, the
Oh.
girl dad that went around, the
Yes.
hashtag girl dad.
Yeah.
So I got him a T-shirt that said father of girls, and then it said like hashtag girl dad and like outnumbered. Because I swear every time like there's a family thing or whatever, it's like 7 girls and dad. He's
Yeah.
like, gosh, this is so difficult. I'm like, oh yeah, it's so hard to be surrounded by beautiful women
Yeah,
all day.
what a
God forbid.
complicated life.
I saw a family that had Disneyland T-shirts. You know, a lot of people all dress the same
Yes.
as a family go to Disneyland.
Yes.
So one's shirt said "Happiest day ever." Next person said, "Funnest day ever." The dad shirt, most expensive day ever.
Exactly.
There's a little bit of truth to that too. So
There's one Disney that it's like Disneyland, and it says instead of straight out of Compton, it says straight out of money, and
Nice.
it's the
I
same
love that.
exact.
Oh, that's
There's a
funny.
Mickey on it. So.
I love that. Yeah, my buddy over there, Jason, that's sitting over there. He makes his own shirts too. He's got some really cool ones. One is one that said meditation station. Was that it? Meditation Nation. The other one said heavily meditated. So I don't know. There's just some really fun plays on
Yeah.
words. And back in the day, way before you two were around, we'd go to places, we'd make our own T-shirts, and you press on the letters. And they still have one or two of them around, but
At
it's
the
like
swap meet. I get them
That's
done
right.
sometimes.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's a really good
Yes.
swap meet in town.
Yes.
But old fashioned comes back, right? That's
Oh,
what they say.
absolutely. That's
I'm
it.
going to hang on
That's
to my
it.
bell bottoms. There's a few clothes that Maddie had thrown away of mine. This is, oh my God, Dad, you are not wearing these.
He had this shirt. It's so funny. I used to give him such a hard time for like years and years about this shirt that it was like a silk red shirt and had a bunch of little black, like old school Satans on them.
Oh,
like,
Devils,
like
little devils.
little devils or whatever. And I used to tell him,
shirt.
I'm like, you're not wearing this, because he'd wear it like way down here and have his chest hair out. And I was like, you're
You know what?
embarrassing, man.
My favorite bell bottom, lace up front, leather pants with flames
Oh,
on the
they were in
bottom.
trash. And he found him every time he like knew we took him.
Because they really don't want to throw them away because they know I'm emotional about it. I should have my own hoarders show because I don't like to throw away anything.
No, and that red silk shirt, like now, I'm a little, little goth here and there, So I found it in his closet like a couple months ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, this shirt is so cool. And he's like, really? Like you
That's
said
how
to
it
me this
works,
whole
right?
time, like how how embarrassing it was if I wore. I was like, that's my shirt now. This is awesome.
But Maddie's mom. I was always the conservative one way back when. How long ago was it? Almost 30 years ago. You were born, right?
That's weird.
Okay,
I'm only
just kidding.
26. He knows how sensitive I am. Like, wow.
You need
okay.
to stop it, Michael.
I know.
I
It's
know.
okay. He's almost 60.
This
The
is
memory
abusive.
is.
Oh my gosh! Wow, it's a roast. It's a
Can't dish
roast.
it, but he can't take it.
But years ago, I was before I became an artist. I was a mechanical engineer. I was very, very conservative. And Maddie's mother was the one who had the wild shoes. She was she's a hairdresser.
yeah.
So
Oh,
she
okay.
was really, really
Yeah.
flamboyant. And and now, so I guess I don't dress as crazy as I used to. But my wife, you've seen Leanne too. She's got so much style. I mean, that
Oh,
woman
yeah.
cannot.
Oh, yeah, she does.
She's always beautiful. Today,
Yes.
and you saw her post, she's gonna braid her hair, and it's gonna take hours and hours. So I'm just like, make it easy so I can pull on her if I want a sandwich. Just make them
Oh
long.
my
gosh.
gosh, it's terrible.
Well, it's not going to
this
work
day and age,
anyways.
can't say
I
anything.
have no home. I'm going back. I'm going to be sleeping outside. No, but I mean,
yeah.
I told her because she was a little bit worried about it. It's a big change, right? I mean, I shaved all my hair off. It's a big change. And I said, listen, she cannot not look beautiful. She's always beautiful all the
she is
time.
beautiful.
So, but I think it's fun to change up your hair and do all that. So, and she can't look bad. So she'll be a trendsetter. I mean,
yeah.
even on my posts, if I do anything like on social media or do an art show or whatever, anything I do, they're like, well, where's Leanne? I'm like, really? Like, what about me? Oh, hey, it used to be when I came through the guard gate at the house. I would still have to show my ID, and I'd been living there for 3 years. They'd be like, "Oh, hi, Mrs. Godard. Hi, Leanne." I'd be like, "What is up with that?" She goes, "Well, I make them cookies sometimes." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that is so cheating." But I know it's not that. She's drop dead gorgeous. That's the real problem, and it is a problem. Yeah.
No, you guys are so good together. Like I said, your whole family is really amazing. And
I
that's
do
such
have
a rare
outlaws
thing.
though. They're not every family member's perfect. We
okay.
all have them, you know.
Well, if you met my
in-laws.
family, you
Okay, we all got him. We
Oh my
always got a
gosh.
crazy one in the family. I mean, sorry.
Everyone does. Yeah, everyone does. But you can't live without them. You
Yeah.
know, you can't shoot them either. But anyway, no, there's always a few. There's always like a crazy uncle, or there's a
Or a really crazy
you know,
dad that is like super annoying sometimes.
whatever.
Just once
That's
in a while.
that's what young people say a lot. They say annoying. Oh, that's so annoying. When we were at the beach, we had the spot that was right on the boardwalk where you could people watch. It was awesome, and
Oh, yeah.
people are going by and teenagers are going by each other, and that somebody would go by and then you'd hear these two girls talking. You go, "Oh my God, did you see that guy? He is so annoying." And I'm going, "Oh my gosh, they sound like my daughter." I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. No, believe me, your family is awesome. So it's such a
You're
cool
awesome.
thing.
I believe you. I think. Yeah.
And you're both so talented. It's not fair, people.
Well, you
It's
guys
not
have to.
fair.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to check out Maddie's artwork.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
And
you follow me on Instagram?
his thing's olives. Do you have your own thing, or are you kind of?
Oh, I totally have my own thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what-
I would have brought. I was so nervous today. First interview together as father daughter. I forgot
Yeah.
my painting, but yeah, I do all. Oh, the lips I
Yeah.
did recently.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's still for sale.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid to look because I don't want anything to be risque, and I want to be.
It's funny because like all my art, like I've always admired like Patrick Nagel has been a big art inspiration
Yeah.
for me. So a lot of my style comes from that, and I've been working on some big things that I've been keeping quiet before I like post everything, which is really cool. But yeah, I do most of my art like through my Instagram. I'm in the process of building my website, so
Awesome.
so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a present for you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I'm excited.
Da-da-da.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
So this is a custom painting. Now,
Oh my
this is the piano here, and of course Mozart is over there, and they're dragging this guy away because he didn't play the piano well enough. Now this is all males, you can tell because their pimento is on top. But this is a little original painting to remind you to stay friends with me. It's my bribery.
Gosh, that's so cool. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, good.
My God.
But it's
Thank
really,
you so
really, really
much.
fun. And
Thank
there's
you. I love it.
Oh, good.
Oh my gosh.
So I'll do a little inscription in the back. But a friend of mine who's an entertainer here named Frankie Marino, is an insane piano player.
Yeah, he's awesome, yeah.
He says, "Have you ever done anything with Mozart?" And I said, "No." So I said, I'm going to do something. So I did a painting very, very similar to this. This is called a mixed media unique. So I did Frankie's painting, and then I added some things that are on there and hand painted them that aren't on Frankie's painting. So this is the only painting like this in the world. It's one of a kind.
Oh my God,
so
Michael,
yeah.
that's amazing. I'm gonna. Oh my God.
Yeah. I taught him
Just throw
everything
candy.
he knows.
Just
oh,
throw
I
candy.
gave him art lessons.
Just throw
Oh my
candy.
God. No, I first of all, I just got a brand new house, so this is perfect.
Boom! I didn't know that.
So, oh my God, it's not decorated, but now it will be.
Now you know what's
It'll
going to
be
happen
totally
next.
my house.
Don't let G2 know this, because next thing you know, she'll be like, "Well, look at what I did for you," and it'll be a little bit
Don't
bigger.
worry, I already have something
little bit
in my
bigger,
head I've been
little bit
thinking
better.
about this whole time just for you. So don't even worry about it. I taught him
See?
everything he knows anyway. So
Yeah,
Oh,
what
that
not
is
to
so
do.
sweet, Mike.
Oh,
Oh
you're
my
welcome.
God.
You're welcome.
I'm
And we
so
love you.
excited.
Your family's
Yeah,
awesome
I
too.
was,
So.
can I be honest? I was so excited about these tickets and having like a piece of your artwork inside now in yours. I mean, what a cool thing! And now I got this.
You just
so.
gave me a great idea, and she can pull this off. Let's put some pressure on her.
Okay.
So Maddie's familiar with every single artist in there. She could probably take your tickets if you trust her, and you don't have to do it today, but get each artist to sign each one of your
Oh my
tickets.
gosh, that'd be
You'd be
so
the only one that
cool.
has that.
That'd be so cool.
I could do it.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
and
that-
get each artist to sign
That'd be
their
so
ticket,
cool.
and then
That'd be
you know,
really, really cool.
hey, if the game doesn't happen, you gotta give them a ticket that nobody
yeah,
else
it'll
has.
be like one of a kind, only in the
That's
world.
right.
Oh yeah, have him write
Right?
like a special message.
Yeah.
That'd be
Oh,
so
yeah.
cool. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
we'll put the
We
pressure
should
on her.
have a Raiders. Oh my gosh, why didn't we do this before? We should have every single artist in here on the show one day.
That would be
and, like,
really
do a
awesome.
thing.
You could totally
That'd
do
be-
that.
Even if Zoom
She's
or
got all the
whatever.
connections, so.
I do all the connections.
That'd be
So-
really, really cool.
Yeah, so my title right now is Michael Godard. Did I get that part right? Yeah. Michael Godard, Allegiant Stadium Art Manager, Raiders/Max Art.
How
but,
fancy.
Yeah, it's a fancy name. It's too
That
many
is
letters
He
in
loves
it.
it.
And I misspell it all the time. But Maddie's been my right-hand man, or my
Yeah.
right-hand. So, I mean, especially when COVID first started, she was actually staying with me because we had so many hours of work to get done. And she is very, very organized, which is unusual for an artist, but she's, you know. And then
Maybe you could teach me some lessons.
but there's a lot of this, Corey, where she'll come up, she'll go, Dad, let me see your computer. There's an easy, and she hits like 3 buttons and she's done. I'm like, really? My 25 steps aren't working. So, but no, it's been a big help, especially with all the stuff we're doing now with the Raiders, and so it's been a big help. But so she has been the liaison to contact all the artists that are getting involved in the stadium and stuff, and some exciting things are coming. But yeah, she knows everybody, and she's got everyone. She knows them better than I do. She can look at any piece of art and go, "Oh, I know who did that. That was so and so, and that was so and so, and that was so." So yeah, so
Yeah, no,
it's
that's
pretty
great.
cool. She's good.
And I think it's so cool. It brings so much attention to Vegas. And I mean, Vegas has so many gifted people here and so many different communities. It's nothing like it in the world. And
Yeah.
so this is bringing a lot of attention to it. And my God, it's about time we finally had a football team.
I
Right?
mean, my
seriously.
Go Raiders!
Yes, and the
Seriously,
Raiders.
it's really
You can't get
awesome.
any better.
That's
so.
be fun, and I think when things do get going here, Every hockey player in the world wants to play in Vegas
Yep.
because we put on a show. You can't even drive down the strip without noticing the McDonald's there that is in full, like it's a casino with
That's
1,000
right,
lights
you're
on
right.
it.
Yeah.
We do things, bigger and brighter and more glitz than ever. So I'm really excited to see the stadium. We were just at the stadium a few days ago, and it is looking absolutely amazing.
I
People are going to
can't
be blown
even
away. It's going to
imagine.
be so much fun. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I still have a job.
Yeah.
Me too.
That's
right.
He's my boss. A lot of
That's
pressure.
it.
Anything could go wrong.
Right.
You're
No, you're
fired,
the
man.
perfect duo, though. That's so cool. And I mean, it's perfect. I mean, the artwork and stuff, you couldn't get better people for it. So
Yeah.
that's really amazing.
Yeah, no, and it really is focused all on Las Vegas residents. And why not? I mean, it's nice to have things that are done just by your local community, because these are the people that live and breathe the experiences here.
Yeah.
And things like when friends from out of state call you, oh, can you get tickets to Blue Band Group? Hey, do they have grocery stores in Vegas? Hey, do they have schools in Vegas?
Yeah.
You get some of those too.
Oh yeah, everybody. It's a cool part because I was born and raised in California. When I moved here, I was really nervous for the transition. I was going
Yeah.
to school at the University of Redlands at the time, and my dad's like, Maddie, hey, don't even worry about it. Everyone comes to Vegas. And
Yeah.
it's true. Like, I'm really lucky. It's like I don't have to travel that far because everybody's
No.
just coming here anyway. So I'm
It's
like,
true.
perfect.
But
you
at
come
first,
see
like,
me.
I don't have any friends out there.
Yeah, I know.
That
No,
changed
listen,
really
My
you
quick.
dad
get
was like
anyone
my
out
only
here in
friend.
2
We
seconds.
hung out for like 6 months straight, like
Yeah.
all the time, every day. It was
But
awesome.
that's great.
Yeah.
No, I think that's so cool. You guys are so close.
Even
Yeah.
family likes it now and likes us now. I mean, literally, you have a cousin that lived like 10 minutes away. You never see him. Oh, you moved to Vegas? Hey, I'm coming to Vegas.
It's perfect.
Everybody who lives here goes through that, right?
They're like, oh, well, my friends are out there, so that's why I'm
Mm-hmm. yeah.
going.
Or I've got a convention, or I've got something for
That's
work, or
right.
I've got a wedding, or a bachelor party, or
Yeah.
what have you. So, oh my gosh. So Maddie had her 21st birthday out here,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
of
yeah,
course
that was
turning
before I moved here.
21.
It was 2 months before I moved here, so it was.
Turning 21, and it's a rite of passage. She felt like she had to drink, so
Yeah.
she invited all these girls out, all of her buddies to come out. She got so hammered the first night that she couldn't even enjoy the rest of her weekend with
I
her
got
friends
sick.
because
It's so funny
I
because
was
I
like,
went
yes.
to back in the day when I used to be into country music, which that's that.
Yeah.
I've totally grown out of that. But I mean, back in
Not
the day,
really.
I used to be into country music, and I used to go to Stagecoach in California where they
Oh,
have
yeah.
Coachella. And so that week I was so excited because it was finally the year that I get to go there and be able to drink,
Right.
like legally anyway. So we go. So
Wow, man,
we
there's
went-
a lot of things coming out on this show that I'm just
So,
finding out about.
Yeah, so the week, it was right before school's out, was in April, and I was like, all right, well, we're going to go to Stagecoach. It was the same week as finals. So I had finals at the beginning of the week, and then I went to Stagecoach. So we were just like drunk for like 3 days straight, and then, took a day break, drove to Vegas. And like, we were like, okay, it's going to be so awesome, right? So we get there, and it was just
Yeah.
crazy. And then all my friends are going out. They're like, Maddie, like, it's day 2. And I was like, dude, my throat is so
I
sore.
am so sick.
I'm
And I was
so
like,
sick.
yes, hallelujah.
Yeah, I'm sure he was happy. But yeah.
No, it's good, but everyone has to do it that one time. I remember Leanne and I were talking the other day about sneaking our first cigarette or whatever, and then just getting sick as a dog. Okay, now like when I say don't touch the fire, that means don't touch the fire. So live and learn the hard way. But
That's the way to do it.
Yep. So we just went to right near us. This is what I love about Vegas too. Everything is here.
It is.
Red Rock Canyon, right?
Yes.
So I got this little three-wheeler Can-Am Spider. It's called. I say it. I drive a motorcycle, but my stepson's like, that's not a motorcycle. A Harley's a motorcycle. Do you have to have a motorcycle license to drive that thing? No. Well, then it's not a motorcycle. In my mind, it is. So I'm like doing the side wave that you do to other motorcycle riders and stuff. Leanne's cracking up, but we took off because COVID's been a little bit crazy. So we took off to go to Red Rock Canyon, and I pulled down the wrong street, which happens, whatever. Let's not, be a hater. But I pulled down the wrong street, and I ended up going down this little road that led me to like a park and all these hiking trails. So it's just before you go to Red Rock Canyon. There's one turnoff there, and they got picnic tables and all that little trails. And so I was like, wow, that's really cool. Yeah, I don't know. What's that? Yeah, it's called Calico.
Okay.
It's that. I didn't see it on my GPS. I didn't see anything on my GPS. But yeah, so we've been trying to keep busy with stuff like that, and then being home, and then of course I told you earlier that my wife's really enjoying being able to cook and having time, and that's something new, and I'm enjoying it. Be like at midnight, I'm down there sneaking. Is there any leftovers?
When things start opening back up again, you're gonna be like, I'm not going anywhere.
Oh no! As soon as that's over, I'm going to fat camp, man. When I'm done. But it's really been nice. My wife's a great cook too, so we gotta have you over for dinner.
Oh, yeah. I'll go.
yes.
I'm not cooking, so you're safe.
Zombies, have a little dinner.
Oh my gosh,
hang
we should
out.
have a game night. I would get game
That
night.
would be
Oh my
fun.
God, that'd be
I would
blast.
love that.
Although I'm
I
very
would-
I suck, but I'm very competitive.
Oh.
Dad
Yeah.
thinks he's really good at all that.
I am so much better at everything in my mind than I am in real life. That's that is the truth. That is truth. My cousin Melissa was just she has game night at her house every Thursday. She lives in Colorado, but since you asked, but so they're trying to play games that were back like in the '60s, and we're trying to think of games, and one of them was Jacks. Did you ever play Jacks?
Yeah, I did actually.
I guess you throw.
Yeah, the die.
It was
I don't
way
know.
I
before
played
my
with
time.
my mom though,
but-
because she taught me how to do it.
Right, but there's some fun stuff like that. Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. I love all those old stuff. But now, if you want a game like that you had as a kid, like Kerplunk or whatever, all those fun games, you got to buy them on eBay. But they've changed too. Like the GI Joes don't have real hair anymore. Well, they never had real hair. Let me get that wrong. But they were
I don't
fuzzy.
know where they're getting this
I'm just
real hair
I'm just
from,
saying.
but-
No, they were like fuzzy.
They're cutting off.
All the hair is made out of plastic now.
Right.
And like the girls, her little sisters, when they gave us their Christmas list, I did not recognize one item on their list. Like,
Yeah.
what the heck is a Shopkins? You know what I
Well,
mean?
now
Yeah.
he plays with them now, so he knows.
That's right.
Oh, you're funny. Oh, you're funny.
She's spilling all the secrets.
Right.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to know the secrets of the life of my daughter, and I have all the secrets.
He's like, this is the last interview we're doing together.
Oh,
First and last.
right. Corey's like, but we don't need you now. We got your daughter. We got
That's
G2.
right.
G2, baby.
She's new and improved, right?
That's right. I told him. I go, it's like an update on a Mac.
Oh,
You got version
no.
1, now you go on to version 2. It's
Not everyone likes updates. If you have a phone, you can relate to what I'm
Whatever.
saying. People don't always
I
like
like
the
this
updates,
update.
but okay.
No, the
Thank
original's
you.
pretty good too. I mean, obviously, I've been such a fan of yours for years and years.
Been
Since
a
I
fan of
was
yours,
really
too.
little, my mom was always like, "Oh my God, look at his paintings!"
And you have a great mom. She literally took you to the liquor store to meet the guy who paints alcohol. So I'm not saying anything. No, but that was a lot of fun. We still have those pictures, don't we? We still have those pictures,
that's
but
great.
yeah.
I love it.
No, it's true, but it just sounds funny when you say it that way.
I still have it though. So.
Yeah.
See, I'm so lucky I have a fun dad. He's the best.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that, but
No.
Anyways, next. I try and be fun. I try. I'm gonna try hard.
No, I'm so excited. And once again, thank you so much for that.
I wasn't,
So overwhelmed
Yeah. Well, listen, I'd heard that you had season tickets here, and I'm thinking, how do I get to the game? What do I need to do?
Oh my
So,
God!
I'm
I'll come in
thinking-
walking with Michael Godard. Are you kidding me?
Right. Well, that's why I brought the painting. I figure I'd butter
I'll
up a
bring
little
Michael
bit.
one day, Maddie the next.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Yeah.
Working it.
Well, that's
the
all
way
right.
we do it.
I guess I'm good with
I'm
that.
gonna look real cool. You guys are both so awesome, and you're so talented, and I can't even wait till you start putting out more stuff, and I can't even imagine what you got up your sleeves, so it's gonna be really
Oh,
cool.
that's fun. Well, you're very talented too, and you've been doing this a long time now. And I told Matt, I said, you're gonna have such a fun time with Corey. I said, literally, I don't know. When I first met, I want to say you were 16, 17.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
16 probably, yeah.
Yeah, and so let's see, that was 17 years ago, and no, I just lost my ticket again. I'm sorry.
Oh, man,
No, you get it. You'll get it.
But she's my
I
friend.
get
But
it.
we always have such a good time. But I said, you're really gonna like Corey because she's really fun. Now that you remind me a lot of my daughter because you're both like super positive. You're all about putting other people before yourself, and you both wear makeup. You both are girls.
Oh, yeah.
There's that. Sorry, I was reaching.
No, you're
No,
awesome.
but it's
I'm
nice.
really
And your
great
family's
fan,
awesome too.
yeah.
I've gotten to meet you, and And of course, he's kind of like family now too.
Yes,
You know,
yes, absolutely.
behind the scenes.
The behind the scenes.
That's right.
No, but you guys are really good. I always love having you on. Now I can't wait to have you on too all the time.
Thank you.
So it'll be so cool.
Yeah, I just steal all the, it's funny because just like the signature, it's so funny on Instagram because my Instagram is official Godard too. Well, his is official Godard. And I was like, oh, what better way that when people are looking at my dad, I'm just right there.
That's so smart.
And then G2 hit me, and I'm like, oh my God, here we go.
That's
I like it.
I just realized it's going to be like Home Alone comes out, and everybody goes, "Oh, I've seen that. Where's Home Alone 2?" You know what I mean? It's going to be the same thing. I'm getting upgraded.
Mean olives.
Yeah, well,
really
That's right. I mean, you've been doing it since junior high.
I know, master.
Yeah, so everything I do, I know she does a little bit better, but I'm actually really, really, really proud of that. So
Yeah.
I love that, and she's works very hard too. And I told her, when she first started working, I said, whatever job you get, you've got to stay at least a year. She's like, oh no, please, but she ended up staying in that for almost 6 years at Corky's, 5 years.
Oh gosh. Oh, that was a restaurant I worked at.
Yeah, but I wouldn't let her
back in the
quit.
day, yeah,
I'm just
no.
like, listen, things are bad everywhere.
Yeah.
Just like, you don't like the people that you're going to school with, so you switch schools. No. It's kind of that way everywhere, and that's the way it is in the adult world.
That's true.
So,
Yeah, and I, honestly, I couldn't have saw this coming. 2 years ago, if you would have asked me if I was ever going to work for my dad, I would have been like,
did you ever
heck
think
no.
you'd live in Vegas?
No, I didn't think I'd ever live in Vegas. I was a, beach bum forever.
Right.
That was my thing. And then I was like, it's a great opportunity. He's been out here since I was in 5th grade. I've been coming out here forever. And I was like, this would be a great opportunity. Spend time with my little sisters, spend time with my dad, and then now my mom's moving out here, which is really awesome. And
Whole family's coming.
Yeah, I mean, it's really great.
I'm like, she's
just
literally
really
going to
lucky.
be next door.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So I'm just really excited.
Well, I
It's
think
really cool.
your mom just wants to be around because somewhere around this age and say the next 5 is when people start talking about babies and stuff. You know what I mean? So I think her mom's like, ooh, I want to be around for that. But anyways,
yeah, my
what am
dad's
I
so
doing? Oh
excited
my
for
gosh,
that.
what
My
has
dad is
happened to me?
so
I shouldn't be
excited for
talking
that.
about. What am I saying? You shouldn't even be dating right now. But you know what's so funny, Corey? And I don't know. I mean, your mom can vouch for this, but when I look at her, I still see that cute little 10-year-old.
Of
You know what I
course,
mean?
of course.
Look at your mom. Look at she's like,
Then I open my mouth and I'm a smart aleck. Then he's like, oh, okay, I remember you.
But
There
you
she
always
is.
see that. Yeah, but it's really hard to see anything any different. I mean, my mom will still, my mom's 77. She still corrects my grammar. I'm like, really? I'm it's cold outside. You should be wearing a jacket. Really, Mom? I'm 50 years old, so come on.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
no, the best is when he curses, and then she's all like, really? Mike,
Yeah, she
don't
just
talk
gives
like
me that. I get the look, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. She's awesome, though.
So
So
cool. Yeah, your whole supportive family. That's
Yeah, it's
awesome.
awesome, having
Yeah.
your whole family, in one spot. I mean, I think
Yeah.
it's really, I mean, I'm just really lucky.
Yeah, it's a special
And he's taught me
thing.
everything I know, my work ethic and, the art,
Yeah.
we've really,
tattoos.
tattoos. He's a great influence.
I know. I'm seeing you guys. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to get. I just have this one little thing, but I need to get more. So now you guys are inspiring me.
Oh, yeah, you got to get some more. I
gotta
know
get
some
more
awesome
now.
artists out here today.
There's a lot of talent in this city, so I can't
yeah.
wait till everyone comes to the stadium and sees what we've been working on for the last 3 years. So
Oh, especially with you two. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be awesome.
it is
It's
going to be fun,
awesome.
and just save me a ticket.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
we really wanna go to
promise
the
I will.
Can you tell? Are we
Oh
hinting
my gosh,
enough?
you should go to the 3rd game and you should go to the 10th game.
Oh, I sure will. I'm going
and
to
then
go to
you
the
could
3rd
be
game
like,
and the 10th
hello
game.
everyone, I made this.
Just have hats and T-shirts and
Exactly.
big
It's all me.
signs walking around. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, yeah.
That's so funny. Well, yeah, that'll be. That will be fun though, just to actually, see. I've been to very, very few football games.
Yeah.
Very, very few. I think a total of 2. So and
I don't think I've ever been to a professional
I
NFL
haven't
game.
either, yeah.
It's gonna
so
be
it's
really
exciting.
cool.
Yeah.
It
It's
really
exciting,
is.
and the stadium is gorgeous, and the view that's in there, and then the torch,
sure.
and then it's amazing, and they've done an amazing job on it, and it is gigantic.
Yeah, I know. Oh, my
It's as
goodness.
big as a
You can
football
see
field.
it. It's crazy. Oh my gosh, what? I've never heard of such a
Totally,
thing.
totally.
No, it is beautiful, and just the black and I mean, it's really and everything's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, we're
it
lucky
is
they
beautiful.
didn't. The team's colors weren't like bright orange and green.
Thank gosh.
You know what I mean?
I know.
So,
Well, black and silver, it's the best. You
it
can't-
is
nice and classy,
Yeah, it
yeah.
goes
It
with
really
everything.
is. That's
Your
all I
whole
wear.
wardrobe. Yeah, I was
My
gonna
whole
say.
wardrobe is black.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look good in everything.
It's
You know,
perfect.
black.
You always wear team colors.
better.
Really
That's
support.
right. Always support the
Oh
team
my
colors.
gosh! Oh, that's good. Oh, I should
yeah.
say that too. I wear black to try and look thinner. That's what I do. It doesn't work.
You're so
great.
funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so we got the Golden Knights and the Silver Raiders. That's
You know what? And
perfect.
I've heard, I don't know if it's true, but I've also heard there's been a lot of talk about a baseball team coming.
Oh, I think we're
So
gonna
I
get
don't know.
everything.
I mean, it's a
soon,
great city for
honestly.
Yeah,
it,
and I
right?
think they have
Yeah.
some like weird laws about like gambling and sports gambling, and
Uh,
that's why
they
they were
definitely
having like
do.
some issue, and then they changed it, and then all of a sudden here we go, we're getting everything, and it's pretty awesome. Vegas is growing. Everybody's leaving California and
Sports
coming here.
and
Hey, we
betting
have
don't
enough
go
people.
together.
That's
Stay there.
Get the heck out of here.
I mean, I
already.
can't imagine like how like packed the the strip and like the freeways are going to be when games
It's gonna be
start
crazy.
up. It's going to be insane.
Yeah.
But,
Traffic.
But
Yep.
we'll need it, honestly, especially to get out of this. We'll need it for a
We'll
while.
be riding in the
so-
G2 limo.
That's
So
right.
we're
Wow.
fine.
Okay,
Oh.
we're good.
I didn't know he was going to invest in a limo for me.
No.
Speaking of
Oh,
cars,
no.
hey,
That's
I
not
could
what.
use-
No.
G2, the new improved.
Right? Yeah,
That's
the new
a slogan.
improved
It's a new
G2.
slogan.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
Get your
Come on.
update.
Oh my gosh. That's actually already sounds like a slogan.
Oh, I've been working on it for a while.
You've seen Goddard? Get the update. G2. Like right over the top
That's exactly
of it.
how it's
Oh
gonna be.
goodness.
It's
No, but
perfect.
it's going to be a lot of
I'm
fun.
lucky, to like stand by his side and be able to do, just even growing up being like seeing him accomplish all these amazing things, all the things he
absolutely.
does for like the community and just philanthropist. He's worked with veterans and
Yeah.
St. Jude's for a really long time,
Yes.
which holds dear to our heart. With my
absolutely.
sister, but I'm just really lucky that I get to not only see it all happening and watch him do it and being a really proud daughter, but him introducing me to some really cool stuff that I didn't know I had it in me, and it's
Yeah.
been really awesome. Oh, here we
No,
go.
you know
Fake
what?
tears.
It just reminded me of something funny. So, back in the day when I was much more popular than I am now.
Oh, no.
But I was doing a whole bunch of TV shows, and my stuff was like literally everywhere. It's out there now, but now I'm old and whatever.
It's everywhere, believe
But-
me, Michael.
So
It's everywhere.
Really.
Maddi, I think she really didn't know what was going on, but she was, I want to say, junior high or so, and there was a guy named Ryan Sheckler who was a skateboard.
Yeah, you remember the skater guy that lived in San Clemente, had his own show? I don't know, remember. Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So apparently there was an episode on there where Ryan's dad had all my artwork in the house, and all Maddie's friends. Oh, is that your dad? Is that your dad?
He's so hot. Oh my God.
Then all of a sudden she's like,
Artwork's in there.
what can I get out of this? So yeah, we've had fun.
I mean,
So.
sometimes I'm still like blown away. It's funny, like meeting Mark Davis. The other day was
Oh, yeah.
incredible. But I never really get nervous around celebrities. I've been around him forever. His friends, I'll be like, oh, that's cool, But meeting Mark Davis, that was crazy. I never stuttered in my life until I met this guy, and he's
She did stutter.
I really
and I had
did.
to tell her, take your mask off.
Stop
We can't
making
understand one word you're saying. And she's like, blah, 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 blah.
just because he's, he had it before all this COVID thing happened. He had his football players going out and like reading to kids at schools,
Yeah.
and my friend Shannon, she has her son plays youth football out here, and they went and like met with NYS and stuff, and it was really awesome.
Yeah.
And just like all the stuff he did for education in the community, like that
Absolutely.
to me is
That's
like
what
my
he's
hero.
about,
So for me,
yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, this is like so cool.
Yeah, someone who really puts some action into helping out the community in a big
Yeah,
way.
it's amazing.
And
Well, even I know there was a lot of controversy and stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
and it sucked for me. I'm not gonna lie, but I really respect him for not like letting some people go and only
Yeah.
letting half the stadium be filled up and stuff. And he's just like, no, it's not fair. You paid for a ticket. It's
Yeah.
equal across the board, and
Yeah.
I really respect him for that.
it's
and I
difficult
think that
choices,
it's
right?
very
Wow.
difficult. I respect him for doing it.
and I'm sure not without backlash.
Oh,
And but man, he really is just a when I'm around, he's just a normal guy and a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
he thinks I'm completely a loon, but that's why we get along. So, but it is funny. So we've lots of different celebrities have been at the house and this and that. But a lot of times, when she was little, you really didn't know who they were or whatever. Who's Motley Crue? But now, and her knowing so much about and being such a huge Raiders fan, knowing so much about Mark Davis, the anticipation was killing her. She's like, Dad, I'm working with you at the Raiders. Do you think I'll ever actually get to meet him? Yep, I guarantee it's going to happen.
Nervous, man.
And then we did a walkthrough about a week ago, and Mark and I and Mark Bedane were all kind of walking through, and Maddi was at the stadium working, and so that was her moment, and she was like,
oh, I literally was so embarrassing. And I was telling my stepmom, I was like, this is what I wanted to say. I wanted to be like, I look up to you and like what you've done for the community. And like nothing came out of my mouth. I'm pretty sure it was like
big
this.
plans.
He's like, wow, it was a pleasure to meet you. And I was like, it was my pleasure. I was like, I couldn't even get a word out. I was like,
sure
who is
it
this
was
girl?
that bad. I'm sure.
I'm like super outgoing and I love to talk. I'm just like my dad. But
oh, God.
man, I couldn't get a word out. I was
so
just
funny.
like, and my dad's like, are you okay? And I was like, stop. It was really cool though.
Yeah, I've had moments like that too. When I met Leanne, I don't know if she told you this story, but
I was like,
Mr. Romance over here.
Well, I'm just saying. So Leanne and I had we met online, and we had been talking to each other and sending videos back and forth. And she was living in Arizona at the time, was coming out to visit. So I planned this big date, and so I went to the hotel to go pick her up. And as I pulled up, we locked eyes, and I was like, oh my God, I'm not ready. So I just kept driving. And she's like, oh my God, I just got stood up. I just wasn't ready. So I did one lap. I only did one lap. And then I got myself together and go, okay, I got to do this. So I was so nervous. I was so nervous.
That's so sweet.
And then, of course, by the end of the night, I said, listen, I go, this is the last date you'll ever go on. She goes, what do you mean? I go, this is the last date you'll ever go on, and me too, because we're going to be together forever. And then, of course, 4 years later, here we still are. We still have that picture from that night.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, it's awesome. But I was like that, how she was with Mark Davis, just like,
I have a boyfriend, by the way, who I love and care about.
Yeah.
I throw that in there.
Hey there,
Oh,
Gear.
she looks
How are you, buddy?
Yeah. Mark Davis, same thing. Oh, hey, I was starstruck for sure. But,
absolutely.
He's really awesome.
Yeah.
So.
But there's a lot of celebrities out there or notable people. You read a lot about them. I've had lots of contact with people who aren't what they appear as, in person,
Right.
or as they do on television, or they're rude or they're arrogant or whatever. I mean, it's so refreshing to meet someone who is, just such a powerful man, and to realize, hey, man, he's just a guy who's got a super generous heart. Drives around his little putt-putt car when he could probably be, taking a private jet.
Okay.
But that's him. That's who he is, and that's what he's about. And I love that. I think genuine people can usually recognize each other, and when you get a vibe like, oh, that person really doesn't want to have anything to do with me right now, that I've had many of those experiences, many. I know,
I get it. Me too.
I was so excited. Years ago, I did something in LA for Starlight Starbright, which is a children's foundation, and just amazing stuff. So all these stars were there, and I was, before that, like I said, I was a mechanical engineer, so I was going to get, I was seated at the same table as Buzz Aldrin, who was, walked on the moon, you know what I mean? Or, so I was so excited. So we sat down, and, I look like how I look. And I had, eyeliner on,
Here it comes.
crazy leather jacket, whatever. And I'm sure, I know he didn't say one word to me all night, and I was so disappointed because I had all these questions I was going to ask him, and he's probably just thinking, man, who is this lady? And I had long hair. I mean,
Oh yeah.
whatever. But it was, but actually he was a nice guy. But I mean, you never know when someone's going to talk to you or they're going to turn around.
There's
I
some
gotta
people
be
that are, like,
honest.
really
I met
shy.
him.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, Yeah, but there's quite a few celebrities. I just talked to Pauly Shore about a week ago. He's
Ollie Shore from Jersey Shore.
not Pauly Shore. Yeah, Pauly Shore from Encino Man. From Jason, help me. What movies has he been in? Like a ton. Yeah, he's a comedian.
I'm thinking Pauly D.
Pauly D, really? Oh my gosh!
I'm like,
Why
that's
would
the
you
kind
think
of
Pauly
friends
D?
he has. Pauly D.
Yeah, but they, he
No, I
just
love
came
him.
to
I think
town.
he's so funny.
Yeah, he's funny, and we have Carrot Top, and we have
Yeah.
Dice, and we have Garrett, and there's just so many Murray. There's just so many entertainers that live here, and my buddy John Taffer lives here from Bar Rescue. Of course, Chris Angel lives here, and all
and
these famous
of course,
poker
Corey
players,
Taylor
and of
from
course
Corey
Corey
Taylor.
Taylor.
Wow. She's She's the
Yeah.
best, though. She's been my
G2,
favorite.
G2's up in the house.
Oh my gosh. So embarrassing.
G's
Can't go anywhere,
open.
man.
You know, you got to come up with like a sign or something. Like mine is like this. Mine is M for martini.
Mine is also M for martini. That's really funny how we
Oh.
Maddie Goddard MG. Michael
Oh, I can't even
Goddard,
use
MG.
initials now. Her initials
No,
are the
that's my
same as mine.
initials. MG too.
Wow.
We're on fire right now. This is amazing.
That's
Oh, you will be on fire later. I just like that I can do that. But I still have hair. It feels good to have anything up here.
No, it's just, you guys are so funny. But oh my god, it's so awesome having you on. It was so
Oh, thanks.
cool, and I'm so happy. I'm so honored. This is the first time you guys have both been in an interview
It's
together.
historic.
I'm-
I told her mom this morning, though. I really did. I said, listen, when I'm long gone, you know, I said, you know, Manny's going to go back. You know, check out this when my dad was actually, when he still had hair and still had all of his teeth. And this is the very first interview that we did together. I'm hoping, and I really do think, she's very, 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 very talented.
Oh, you're
she's
gonna
gonna
go
blow up. And I
very-
mean,
yeah.
my life
Yeah,
went
you're
from
gonna make me
being,
cry
you
again.
know,
It's
no, but my life went from just being really, really struggling and really, really working super hard and just not getting a break anywhere to like suddenly within 2-3 years, people really enjoyed the art. There was a connection there, and it changed my life forever. It changed everything. It changed absolutely everything for the better, for the most part. And I think I look forward to seeing that with her. I mean,
Absolutely.
we all could ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? So
I want to be just like my dad.
she doesn't really. Do you? No,
Yeah, I
I'm
do.
kidding.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, I'm really lucky.
Yeah.
He's awesome. Very true to like who he is when he talks to other people. That's exactly how he is at home. He's funny. He's
He's
Annoying.
the nicest
Put annoying in
person.
there.
Yeah.
Putting annoying in there.
Still tries
because
to tell me what to
Leanne,
do,
Yeah.
you know.
I am. I will
No,
always do.
I honestly, I was really afraid to meet you. I know my mom. I mean, since I was probably literally 4, since I like started seeing your stuff and loved it. I was like
Yeah.
so
Oh, thanks.
excited, and then I finally got to meet you, and I was like, oh my! And you were so nice, and I think that's such a cool thing.
I was nice back then.
No, you're
Now.
such a good guy, and
Oh,
you have
thanks,
such a
Corey.
good heart, and you do too. And like
Thank
I said,
you.
your whole family is really just amazing, and I think that is such a special thing.
Yeah.
That you're all really like that. I mean, that's really awesome, and no wonder you guys are so close and
Well,
everything.
I'm having
and you're
fun.
gonna go very far because you guys are good people, and good things happen to good people. I really
Put
believe
good in,
that,
get
so.
good out. We try. We're trying. You do a lot of good stuff too. I was just reading about Bullyish and some other. You do some great things too. By the way, I did not know you did some acting. I got to see you act a little bit. How cool
Oh,
is that? I love the internet, man. I so
all
did.
those videos that,
Oh,
that you
yeah.
never wanted people to see, they come right crawling up. It's just amazing. If anybody wants to see some exclusive video of Goddard, I have.
No,
been into
we're
it.
not going there. We're talking about Corey right now. But no, I
Send
thought
them
those were
over
really
to me.
cute. But
Thank
you help out a lot of. Your show's always been about that. It's always been about positivity. It's always, and that's really what makes the world go around. I mean, everyone has bad days. Life happens to everyone.
Absolutely.
But you teach people no matter what comes at you, and we all have our things. Some of us might, do other things in life that we didn't expect. If I hadn't got laid off. Okay, some people say fired, but if I hadn't got laid off, I wouldn't get to do my art. You
Yeah.
don't know what roads are gonna
Yeah.
take you down. If COVID hadn't happened, I wouldn't have had the time to put into this Raiders project
Yeah.
like I wanted to. So when you look back, everything makes sense.
Yeah.
Your life could not have been a better written movie script,
Yeah.
and you go, this had to happen, so this could happen,
Right.
and just when you're in the middle of it, none of it makes sense, and then later on you go, oh, yeah. So it's good stuff. It's philosophies.
Yeah, I think 2020 is just definitely the year of change for everybody.
Very much.
Hopefully
be
for
fun.
everybody, for the better, and
Yeah.
something positive comes out of all this crazy stuff. you
Yeah,
know?
hopefully. Yeah, and like you said, I agree with you. I think eventually we'll be like, okay, it's a lot better than what we think. Everything hopefully is a lot better now,
Yeah, and make changes.
but right now it's difficult.
Yeah.
Difficult to say the least, but
That's good.
Yeah, but I'm so happy you guys are doing this,
Thank
and
you.
I mean these are just beautiful. I mean the whole thing is awesome. Every single ticket here is amazing. You
awesome.
two are obviously my favorite. But
Aw.
You're our
But-
favorite.
Thank you. But I'm so happy to have you on. And
Well,
it's
thank you
such
for having
awesome.
us.
I can't wait to have you guys back on again.
Oh, we love you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we'll get late.
Air hug. People are doing a lot of that too. Air
Yeah.
hug. Oh, elbow. No, thank you,
I've
Corey.
been pretty much quarantined, so you're good.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
we've been pretty
Us
good
too.
about
Yeah.
that too. We've been trying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty good. Well, thank you very much.
Thank
It was
you so
Thank
much.
an absolute
Corey,
pleasure.
seriously.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
gosh. And do you know what your website's going to be when it's up?
Yes, it's artbygg2.com.
I love
And
it.
temporarily, everybody can follow me on Instagram, official
Yes.
Godard 2. You can also check out my dad at official Goddard if you're.
And-
Goddard's Crazy Life.
If you wanna
Instagram,
see-
Goddard's Crazy
Goddard's
Life.
Crazy
Just
Life.
Goddard's Crazy with one D in the middle. Everybody always puts two D's
Oh,
in the
yeah,
middle.
just one.
Godard, but yeah. And then, if you guys are truly, if you want old school, if you want to do the update, he got that too. So,
Hey, it's
yeah,
a perfect duo.
No, you have
honestly.
to have both. Now
You have to have both. Oh, wait a minute. I like that. Okay.
You gotta.
I don't know how to make a halo. My hair won't make a halo. Anyways,
for a reason.
thank you, Corey.
Thank you so much.
No, I love you guys. So thank you so much.
love
for
you.
being
Thank
on.
you.
Yes. Yes, and thank you guys so much for watching. Please go check them out. I mean, they're so talented. I can't wait to see what else is coming. So it's just gonna be awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, never give up, always believe, and you will achieve. Thank you. God bless.
Thanks, Corey.